Hi, Biffs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Dear Captain.
Red flag.
Cheers to you.
Desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Loser
you.
power.
Love you like I
One
love
more
you.
wine.
She's gonna say that.
Drinking.
Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff.
Cheers.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised. This is ill-advised.
Hi, Biffs.
Hello.
And welcome.
Welcome to
The
Ill-advised.
podcast where two best friends tell you what to do when someone else already has.
Like your doctor.
And not the lady from the Orbit's chewing gum commercials. Touchy mouth?
Clean it up.
Oh, it's not. Suck it up.
No. Hoover, are we doing also?
Speaking of Monica Lewinsky, have you been following the presidential?
No.
Me either.
I was going to say, is that a serious question?
No.
Okay, good.
I just thought I'd run with it. If this is your first time coming to this podcast, I'm Mr. Clean. That's the Pine Saw Lady, and we're here to bring you cleaning
you were gonna
tips.
say I was Monica.
This is Bill. This is Hoover and Dyson. And we about to suck your rug.
Oh no.
Hey, we're back.
I was gonna say, I don't know which one of us is gonna actually suck rugs. It's debatable.
It is very debatable. I mean, you've just got a new rug.
I did.
Actually,
Thanks to you.
interestingly enough. And I'm a clean freak, so I think I'm going to be the one that sucks rug.
That's true. That's true.
They'd be like, is that a Lucky Charm on your bush? Hold on. I hope that comes out on the audio.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, damn. How you doing, Biff?
Oh, I am at the tail end of strep throat.
Sorry.
Yeah. The better end.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
good end.
Yeah.
The kind where you can have wine and shots.
Well, not according to my nurse best friend,
Yeah, no
Shorty. Although she said it's acceptable today.
Right. Speaking as a friend. Well,
However, I'm gonna say it's the amoxicillin.
mhm,
I'm not positive,
mhm,
but my dreams.
mhm.
It's not so much that like my dreams have been like crazy or like, but it's like the second I lay down and close my eyes, I'm dreaming. Big long dreams. Every second. Even if it's like I doze off and my kid wakes me up
Mhm.
and I'll like doze back off. I'm instantly dreaming.
I'm wondering if it's like
so
being sick. Because they say that the dreams that you remember are the ones you don't finish. So maybe it's just being sick and it feels like these big long dreams that are all drawn out, but really you're just not finishing the dream and you're just being interrupted in the middle of it.
either way, I feel like I've been sick plenty of times and don't have,
It's true.
it's just like so bizarre how like instantly I'm dreaming. This morning I was dreaming and I don't recall details super great. I was in this room, I think, and I'm not really sure who or what was around me, but I do know my daughter was down to my left. I was standing. I feel like I was talking to someone and my daughter was on the floor next to me. And she was talking to me. So I was like half paying attention to her, half paying attention to whoever or whatever was going on in front of me. And then in my dream, this, I don't know if it was a person or maybe like a dog, had kind of like lunged at me and like came from my body. So I like put my arm, like kind of embraced, like put my arms out and like embraced for impact. And then my daughter starts crying, like this big thing. And next thing I know, I, for whatever reason, wake up and my daughter's sitting in my bed next to me, which she wasn't before I went to sleep. She
Mhm.
slept in her own bed. She's sitting in my bed bawling. So I'm like, snap out of it. I wake up. I'm like, babe, what's wrong? She goes, Mom, I don't like when people push me. Yeah.
Did you assault your daughter in your sleep?
Yeah. So she came and crawled into bed next to me when I'm clearly out cold. She came, crawled in. She obviously said something to me. She was down by my left when she came into my bed and then crawled over me physically and was on the right side of me when I finally woke up. So her crawling over my body was whatever lunged at me in the dream. And I fucking pushed her away.
I was waiting for you to be like, she's crying because she had a dream that a dog was attacking her.
Nope.
Or something.
Nope.
And it's because you were attacking her.
Because she like crawled into bed and climbed over because I was on my side. So she was coming to the side where my face was. So she climbed over my body and I pushed her away. And she started crying in real life, which turned into her crying in my dream. And finally, somehow I woke up and was
That's so fucking funny.
God. I was like, babe, what's the matter? And she's like, I don't like when people push me. And I was like, put it together. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, babe, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
I was like, mommy was dreaming. I had no clue what was going on. Like,
oh, did she forgive you right away?
No, she did. She snuggled up with me, kissed my hand, and said, it's okay, Mom. Yeah, which made me feel worse.
Bitch.
Okay, great.
I don't know which one you was worse.
Yeah. But how fucked up? I was like, what is this?
But also like hilarious. I mean,
just fucking my poor kid.
I know. Can she teach my kid that timing? Because I'd love to just push him across a room or something. My kid would punch me back.
Maybe that's why I woke up suddenly.
I'd wake up in a different room. Like
that's true.
With my gargantuan 600 kid.
Yeah. So it was just super bizarre for me because I'm the lightest sleeper in the world.
It's true.
If and when I do sleep.
I think that's how sick and run down you've been then.
I guess. It's just so bizarre. Like, I just shoved my kid off of me. Poor thing. I'm just dreaming that like something else is coming to get me and she's crying. And in my dream, she's crying because something else is coming to get me.
That's very symbolic of your entire situation. I'm just going to say.
Okay. Well, thanks for that.
And your daughter is your saving grace.
That's so fucking true.
Yeah.
How are you?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I don't remember if I talked about my adult diagnosis of ADHD last week. Probably because my medication stopped working and I have to up it. But I feel like, I don't know if it's the medication or maybe it's my mindset or whatever, but like I am like no longer boy crazy. And I want to be. So like that's, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, interesting.
I just want to like lay there and be like, all right, single file line.
Yeah.
And if it goes out the door, I need you all to pull a ticket.
Two at a time.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. 3. We can do 3.
Sure.
We can do 3 at a time. But yeah, it's like my mind is like this like weird, I don't recognize what's going on in there. Yeah. But I mean, the medication has worn off, so slowly but surely I can see like the file cabinet exploded and everything. But other than that, like, other than being mad that my libido is taking a back seat to my thinking, that I can rationalize and be logical now.
I was going to say that you can kind of function.
I'm doing great. Although there is one image I can't get out of my mind. Earlier today, I saw my best friend fucking Mrs. Claus a trash bag over her fucking shoulder while I was walking up to her front door.
Okay, listen. It wasn't just a trash bag. It was a carpenter's bag.
Listen, I lost my shit on the spot. I wish people
It was a carpenter's bag.
It was a huge ass bag.
It had a normal trash bag in it.
And among
in
other
addition
things,
to, yes.
Right. And
it was heavy.
I'm walking up and I hear the door open and instantly I know it's you. Right? Because you were coming down actually to help me with something.
Right.
With your new rug.
Yes.
And all I see is your face, your eyes wide, your mouth, your cheeks. And you fucking, I don't know what you did to lug this thing over your shoulder, but that's all I see
either.
Is you fucking coming out like I'm late to put this in the sleigh.
I was.
And I can't fucking forget it. It was worth.
You did die laughing.
I lost it right there. I had a cramp instantly because you're a dick. I felt the need to share that one. I had to.
You did lose it.
I did lose it.
And I knew once I opened the door and you were standing there.
I had to put everything down.
You did. You did.
Yeah. Well, here's to you lifting up more hefty things.
Yeah,
I'm available if you're bored.
Okay, great. I'll just
Wine?
FaceTime you next time. Yes, please.
Please don't FaceTime me. I want to be there.
All right. Even better.
We're drinking a cab this week
Mm.
from 2021.
Perro.
I don't know where the accent is on Curico Valley. Curico?
Ooh.
Curico? I don't
Curico?
know. And I speak Spanish, so this.
Okay.
It's a wine of Chile called Amigo Perro, dog friend. This one has something to read, which I feel we haven't had to read a wine bottle in a while.
Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah.
It's strange. I think because this is a Latin wine, we need to bring Antonio.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am now. I wish I could take a drink of this wine first.
In Chile, your good friend, your confidant, is your amigo perro. With your best pal, you have a good time. You get together, go to parties, go to dinner, and enjoy summer barbecues. The important thing is being together. An ideal accompaniment to roasted red meats, grilled or in stews, and pasta with red spicy sauce.
Ooh, we like a spicy anything.
Yes. Amigo perro. Drink responsibly.
Okay.
Yes.
My cheeks are pink.
Just salute.
Puss in Boots.
I'm so glad I didn't take a sip. It smells juicy for a cab. Made my mouth water a little, actually.
This one then, yeah.
Proof's in the pudding.
You
Yep.
know we like a pudding.
Yeah, good luck putting it in.
Ooh. Oh. There it is.
I know. You always know what you feel about a wine when your face develops a limp.
What is that?
I don't know. I think also we have a lot of flavors going on. So we need to cleanse, acclimate, taste.
Okay. So did we just cleanse?
We're about to acclimate.
Okay.
Better. Still acidic, though. It's a pretty acidic cab. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you look sexy when you make that face.
Yeah.
And you wonder why men don't come over.
No, I don't. I'd much rather a glass of wine than a man anyway.
Amen. You're so... Yes, because you can count on wine.
Cheese tastes better with wine.
That's...
Third sip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I said, meh. Sounded good.
What kind of cheese?
Right. What kind of man?
Amen. Yeah, it's bitter and sour. I don't know if you can do that. Can't drink it, huh?
I can.
But it's not.
It's gross.
Yeah.
It's not quite what was that, our less than cooking wine that one time?
Oh, Bel Air.
Is
That red
what it
one.
was?
That we were just like,
Yeah.
we'll never forget the name, that moment. We went and bought new wine
Yeah.
that we hated too. I think.
I think so. Yeah, like this, I could get the glass down.
Yeah.
But I do not in any way, shape, or form like it.
Yeah. Give it a rating, will you?
Did we give the Bel Air a 1?
I don't think we Bel Aired. I think we even said in our episode description that like we were done.
Well, I'm not going to say 1 because I can, you know what I mean? I can finish this. Yeah.
Well, I think that's where I would give it a 1 is I can drink it.
Well, yeah, I guess for me 1 would be like
that would
Bel
be
Air.
on the okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm not drinking this. This one I can manage or tolerate, maybe.
I keep sipping it, hoping it gets better.
But it's fucking gross.
It's pretty gross.
I'm between a 1 and a 2. 1.5.
I'm giving it a 1. And I like...
You do,
like
usually.
bold
Especially
reds.
Stuff like this where I'm like, oh God, that's gross. You're like, oh, I like it.
Yeah. I'm not a fan. It tastes like... I can't even put it together. Like
It doesn't taste bad.
someone
like it's-
contaminated my water with rubbing alcohol, like a little Salt Bay of rubbing alcohol. And then like, here's some grape juice for color.
Not grape juice.
Like the red grape, the Welch's.
No.
No?
I think that'd be helpful.
Well, it's just a drop, just for color. We're getting too technical about
Red
this,
wine
or I
vinegar.
am. No, see, it's not that acidic to me. I think I would like red wine vinegar in this glass.
It's funny because I would like Welch's in this glass.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it's
It's just, where's the wine in this wine?
It's gross. Yeah.
Right? It's like the sour part of the
Mm,
Sour
same.
Patch Kids with like bitterness.
I feel like for me personally, we always have to use a star at least. So I'm going to say 1.5.
A 1 is a star.
Because a 1 is like Bel Air.
I don't know if Bel Air was even on the fucking scale for me because that was terrible. I don't even remember it. I just remember having a visceral reaction to it.
It was so bad.
It was terrible. And I don't think we recorded video back
It was
then.
so bad. I think it actually went bad. Like it actually tasted like it went bad.
See, I don't think it tasted like it went bad. I don't remember that. I just remember just like tasting it and being like, why would you bottle this?
This is fun. Yeah.
Like, where's this winery and where should I avoid traveling to?
Bel Air.
But no, I think it was a French wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 star.
I'm giving it 1. And I'm going to suffer through this for the sake of this podcast.
Also because we have no other one.
Precisely. Yes. Can we fill these with water and pass them off as like Pinot or Peanut?
Oh yeah, we drank our.
Oh, right.
Angries. We could have
split that drop.
Isn't that what we did last time?
Did we?
Dumped some angry. Oh no, was it angries or
No, that
it
was
the...
a different one. Yes, the blueberry angry.
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
And a champagne. Wow.
Oh, the red.
No, it was maybe. It was a sparkling wine.
But a red sparkling.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's probably where we went wrong.
Yes. We haven't had one since then.
You have questions this week?
I have questions.
I hopefully have answers while I drink this
We
wine.
are at Men's Health
Why?
this week to sexplain it.
Sexplain it?
Yes.
Shall we be sexplain?
Sexplain. This is by Zachary Zane.
Zachary Zane.
A sex writer, author, and ethical boy slut.
Ethical boy slut?
A fancy way of saying I sleep with a lot of people and I'm very, very open about it.
Are you reading that?
Yes.
Okay. Because I was like, wait, hold on. Are you schooling me right now? Or because your eyes are scanning?
No.
An ethical boy slut. So is that different from a fuck boy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like, hey, I just want to sleep around.
This is, I'm telling you I'm a fuck boy.
Okay.
Versus
Which
I'm going to
means
pretend.
I'm not a fuck boy.
Right. Versus I'm going to pretend that I'm not just trying to bang you.
Sexual psychology needs like a decoder ring or 3D glasses for me to understand what the fuck's going on
I was
behind
going
the
to say
scenes.
just ask a female. They'll tell you
That's not
everything.
always the case either.
Then just ask me.
Listen, women are just as capable as being fuck insert pronoun here as anyone else.
Yeah, but we're smarter.
It's true. Like you'll never find a covert narcissist female because she's good at it.
Because we do our jobs, okay?
I gotta ask Rachel about that one.
So this is from February 1st, 2024.
Ooh, hit me.
I can't have sex without my mom tracking my location.
What do you have, a microchip in your penis?
Recently, you didn't get circumcised, my boy. That wasn't a circumcision.
Can't pull the skin back.
Recently, I had a meetup at their place and it was hot AF. I want to continue meeting up, but I'm worried about my mother finding out. Dear, sexplain it. I have a sub-dom relationship and we're friends with benefits. Recently, I had a meetup at their place and it was so hot. I want to continue meeting up, but I'm worried about my mother finding out since I still live with my parents. FYI, I am 21 and my dom is 20. I am currently in college and working part-time. I plan to stay at my parents' home as long as I can. Financially, I depend a lot on my parents for basic needs such as food. My mother keeps track of my location and is not very sex positive. I'm worried she will think I'm being taken advantage of, like when I lost my virginity, even though I had consented. I want to be honest with her, but I'm nervous even talking about it. Newly slutty sub.
First of all, my phone number is.
Wow. Beth.
Oh, the old whore is back.
He's too young for you,
He's too young
bro.
for me. No, thank you. No. So there's a part of me that's getting something confused. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I was just so engrossed in this gross wine. He told his mom when he lost his virginity, and to whom?
I don't think it clarifies telling her as so much as her finding out. She found out.
Okay, great. So she found out.
I'm worried she'll think I'm being taken advantage of, like when I lost my virginity. So it sounds like there was kind of a situation surrounding that.
I feel like there's this unspoken rule between parent and child where it's like, okay, you've had sex, fine. There's nothing I can do about that, right?
Right.
I would think.
Right.
And also, like, you're going to have sex again because, yeah.
Right.
Right. And so, like, we don't talk about your sex life. It's just expected that you're going to have a life.
Mm-hmm.
So, why are we equating location with sex? And why are we preparing to defend our personal lives in that respect? It's not happening under her roof. You're not being taken advantage. Well, I mean, you are, but you want it to happen as a sub.
My mother keeps track of my location. So I think my guess is, okay, you've been going to South Street
Right.
every Friday night. You mean?
But you work and go to college. It's a college friend's house.
Part-time.
It's a work friend's house. Why do you have to be like, I'm getting railed, Mom?
Because it's Mom.
I'm getting tied, put on my knees, and I have to say yes, sir.
Asking if you're getting railed without asking if you're getting railed.
Oh my God. How do we need that meme? Can someone create it? Tell me you're being railed without telling me you're being railed.
I'm telling you you're being railed without telling you you're being railed. I want to be honest with her, but I'm nervous even talking about it.
I can appreciate wanting to be honest with your parent about these things if they do ask about it. So maybe that's the perspective we should.
Like, yes, I am seeing somebody, but it's not dating. Like,
yes, Mom, I'm in handcuffs
or want
right.
it to be. We're
literally just
dating,
fucking.
but not dating.
Mom, we're fucking.
Right. But also he said his mom's not sex positive. So it's
one of those things you have to kind of like, it's like to choose the lesser of two evils. You know what I mean? You know, you're not going to have a positive conversation with your mother. You feel, and we feel, that what you're doing is not wrong. It's not ethically or morally wrong as far as I'm concerned. You're not doing anything that harms anyone. So I think as much as you would like to be positive, it'll be harder to maintain that relationship with your mother, given the information that you've given us, if you're honest with her rather than if you just keep it from her. Sex is one of those things I feel like we should be able to keep from our parents.
Yeah, I was going to say there's ways to be honest without being explicit.
Like we're hooking up?
Like, yeah, Mom, I've been going to the same person's house. It's not serious.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's not something that's serious. Like, AKA, yes, I'm hooking up with this person.
Getting railed without telling you I'm getting railed.
Right. Like, it's not serious. It's not somebody who's coming home to meet you guys.
Right.
And that's it.
Yep. I don't know his name.
Just call him Dom. Should we see what Zach says?
I don't think we have anything else to give to this one, so sure.
Dear newly slutty sub, I understand wanting to be honest with your mom so she doesn't think you're in danger, but she doesn't need to know any intimate detail of your sex life unless you genuinely want to share them with her. And it doesn't sound like you want to, given that she's not very sex positive. You'll have to say something about your new partner since your mother tracks your phone and will see you frequenting the same person's house. But you can and should set a boundary around sharing sexual information you'd rather keep private.
Mm-hmm.
I'd start by telling your mom you've started dating someone new and leave it at that. Hey, Mom, I just wanted to give you a heads up that I recently started dating someone who's really great, and I'll probably be spending more time with him going forward. If she pries you for details, like when you lost your virginity, set that boundary. Mom, I don't feel comfortable talking about my sex life with you, but I'm happy to let you know he treats me really well and we're being safe.
Mm-hmm.
Need more advice for boundary setting? Here's our therapist-approved guide to setting boundaries in your relationships. Hopefully she accepts that you're an adult who's capable of making her own decisions. But if she freaks out and tries to forbid you from seeing your partner, you're in a tough position, given that you're relying on her to provide for you. You can continue meeting up with your partner and accept whatever drama it brings with your mom, but if there's any chance that she kicks you out or stops providing for you in some other key way, it might be easier to pause your dating life until you're financially independent. Sorry, but that's the truth. That's why my final piece of advice is getting straight A's in school, graduating with a job, and finding your own place ASAP. Thank you, Zach.
If my response and your response fucked, it would be Zach. That was good.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Yep.
Great. I guess we'll just go to the next one. Never buying a pretty bottle again.
That was too big of a sip for this wine.
Kind of disappointing.
It's weird. Wines are like people.
Mm-hmm.
There's way less attractive wines than there is unattractive ones.
There's way less attractive than there are. Okay. So it's like a dating site.
Yeah.
A liquor store is the dating site.
Of wine.
You're right.
One of them is
They
going to be
all
like,
disappoint you.
yeah, but one of them is going to be like, oh, okay, I'll pick this one again.
Right. I'll be your dom or your sub.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll call you on the weekend.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If I don't have something better to do.
But I'm not taking you to Mom's house.
Sure not. She'd give you a 1.
Upside the head. Why did you bring me this shit?
Yep.
This is from January 2024. How do I seduce my sexy delivery guy? I'm older than this cute boy, but I'm almost 100% sure he likes me too.
Okay. I have to confession right now. It's actually not really a confession so much as it is like an admission that
your fantasy is to bang a UPS.
Browns. Oh my God. So bad. Or
when we lived
or a pizza
at the
delivery guy. Oh, I remember. You could have lived my fantasy.
I fucking could have and should have and don't know why I didn't. I was always even half naked.
You were
all the time.
Always.
Because I was naked and the doorbell would ring, so I'd go throw a t-shirt on.
You were, or the time that you were sitting out back smoking a butt. And he came up to you.
Oh my God. And I was like, if I move at all, something's coming out.
Oh my God, I forgot all about that.
He was like,
I don't remember what he looks like. Actually, I don't think I ever saw him. I think our roommate at the time did.
I actually would like blush and like
lose
I remember my
you
words.
telling me,
and
like,
that's why like I couldn't even.
You were tongue tied.
Yes, I like couldn't even be like, hi.
Stephanie.
Yes, please. Yeah. Here.
I know. You couldn't even say present. You'd be like, this is for Stephanie. And you'd be like, Stephanie.
Or like he'd say any of our names and I'd have to like, yeah, they live here. I'm not them, but they're here.
I am not they, but they in me.
Here. Yeah. Like it was so fucking bad. And I just would like, and my face would be beet red. And I was just like, yes, thank you. Please goodbye.
You should have just.
And I couldn't pull myself together enough to be like, okay, can you take this package over here for me? It's
Over here?
really heavy.
Right here.
Yeah. Like,
It should be heavy.
can you take this inside for me, please? Just real quick around the corner. I'm on the first floor.
If you pass the gas station, you went too far.
Yeah, way too far.
Way too far.
Just backing up a smidge.
Yeah, I don't remember what he looks like.
Oh my God.
He was super tan though, right?
He was tan, dark hair, dark eyes, just like perfect features. Just
But he only came around that summer. Like, what happened to him after that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he got fired for sleeping with clients.
I'm so mad I wasn't one of them.
So mad you weren't one of them.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So I'm very curious
So
what
you
Zachary has to say about this.
You abandoned my fantasy.
I couldn't. My body was just like, we've never seen a person this attractive in real life. So beep, beep, boop, boop. Shut down. Foreign strangers. Yeah, like abort.
God, I don't know if you can say that with sex. Cheers. So yes, that is one of my fantasies. That or finding somebody in public and just randomly going at it.
Fighting or finding?
Like coming across. Did you say funding?
Fighting.
Oh no.
Fighting
like I'm not
somebody
paying
in public
for
and
it.
then like begging them.
I'm not paying for my fantasy. It's either gonna happen or it's not.
Like we're gonna knock each other's teeth out and then give great oral. That's what I thought you were going for.
I wish that wasn't so long. That was way too long to be a title for this episode. I'm fucking crying. Can you? I'm done. Everyone knows I just want to be a fucking public slut. Can you?
I have a terrible crush on a guy who lives in my neighborhood and delivers food to my place. I've liked him since the first time I saw him. The catch is that he's much younger than me. He smiles, is polite, and looks me in the eyes with curiosity. The problem is I feel too inept to express that I'd like to kiss him and hook up. I'm worried I'll scare him off if I declare my crush and tell him I like him. I've found myself ordering food more often just to have the brief interaction with him that gives me the butterflies. And yesterday, I asked him his name, and he told me and laughed shyly. I feel like I can't flirt. I've been out of the market for too long, and I'm older than this cute boy, but I'm almost 100% sure he likes me too. However, we've never really crossed the line to personal conversation, and I'm dying to either tell him my wishes or just invite him in, citing an excuse and trying to kiss him. Jesus, this is so creepy.
So hot.
Good grief.
Jesus fucking Christ. Why didn't you get a ceiling fan installed in here?
So I need help asking him in a classy, subtle, or not so subtle way if he is also interested in or attracted to me. He is about 19 and I'm 24, female. I like we are both shy, which also doesn't help. Honestly, I'm at a point where I want something to happen, either good or bad. I'm ready to declare my feelings, but don't know how. Delivery crush.
I would have signed off with special delivery, but that's just me.
Sausage delivery.
Sausage delivery.
Get your meat here.
Sausage food truck.
Meat and cheese.
Not peppers and onions.
She said like drastically older.
I know.
I'm thinking like
30s.
I'm
30s,
thinking
40s.
the writer's at 40s and the fucking delivery guy's probably 20s.
Yeah. No,
Not
19
and
24.
24. Like
24?
24.
Oh, it's 5 years. That's what I'm thinking.
Like nothing.
That's nothing. I have to say that I don't know why in my head I was thinking of it this way, but once I found out that it was a female writing this, I was so disinterested.
I did think it was like a super older gay guy.
Yeah.
Macking on
But
like
that's
this
because
19-year-old delivery boy.
I'm a gay guy. And when I hear this shit, I'm like, fuck you, do it. Just take it.
have.
with consent. What? Listen, it's different for gays because when it's a gay, like my experience in the gay community is like, we'll know if you're interested or you'll know if I'm interested. We have a way of communicating, you know? It's like, hey, yeah, I just got to grab my wallet inside. Do you want to come in real quick? And you know what I mean?
My meat wallet?
No, you're my meat wallet.
Ah.
Yeah. My meat wallet's here. I got it.
Huh.
It's on my person. But I don't know how you would do that as a straight woman, first of all, with a 19-year-old male and you're 24. But you can't just, I think universally without code or whatever, it's not like, hey, do you want to fuck? Can you just do that? I mean, you can, but is that legal? I don't know.
I
Sexually
feel like
harassing the
especially-
delivery boy?
No, I feel like especially at that age, 19, 20. I mean, sorry, mom and dad. But I remember specifically, I'm not going to put my age. There was this kid I knew for a while, and I literally looked at him one day. We were outside sitting on the porch. I had a girlfriend over, and I just looked at him, and I was like, do you want to go take my virginity?
Oh.
And he was like, yeah. And then I asked my girlfriend if she had condoms, and ironically, her and or the person she was with
Wait,
did.
that started as a question?
I just literally was like, hey, like, do you want to go take my virginity right now?
I never knew that that's how that happened.
Yeah. How did you never know that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you tell me while I was sleeping? Did you think you told
No.
me and you were talking to a tree?
No, I absolutely told you because the rest of the story,
I know the rest of the story.
the condom broke and I was like, oh my God, I'm pregnant.
No, I don't know that part of the story.
What story do you know?
Just the dude. But wasn't he like, a number 2 pencil?
He was like a whole forearm.
He was?
For my virgin self at the ripe age I was.
Please don't say ripe.
I know. That was awkward. I was 16, so it's not like I was some little
So
kid.
I guess you're going to say your age.
Yeah. It's just, that's literally how it went down. We were literally all sitting outside on the porch.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, hey, do you want to take my virginity? And he like fumbled a second and was like, yeah.
You probably took his too, for all you know.
I don't remember.
Okay.
But then the condom broke and I was like, I'm fucking pregnant. And he was trying to dig out all the pieces of the condom.
I know. Like he
And I
had to
was
go
just like,
real far.
This is horrible. I'm dying. This is the worst experience of my life.
My fucking hips are about to split like chicken
And
bones when I
I'm
give
like,
birth.
Why do people do this by choice? Who wants to do this more than
Sex
once?
is terrible.
Like, who chooses to like do this?
People with good experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me.
No.
Although I continued to
But
choose.
you did. Yeah, I know.
to do this. I did bang him a couple years later
Did
when
you?
we were older. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I feel like being a hormonal teenager is different from being a 24-year-old woman asking a guy to deliver food all the time. But I don't know why I feel that way.
Okay. I mean, I had known him for years, which is why I was like, hey, you'll be
That's-
the perfect
okay.
person.
So you've got that.
So it wasn't like.
But this one, like,
I just feel like at
delivers.
that age, that kind of is how it is.
Mhm.
Like, hey, you want to come inside and make out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
At my last house, I had a guy. I didn't have a guy.
The last house you were delivering at?
Yeah. Yes.
That's what this sounded like.
Yeah,
at
I
my
know.
last
I should start
house.
delivering. That's
As long as you're not Ubering.
Yeah. Sure. One of them is safer than the other. I can't tell you which.
Not Ubering.
Not Ubering, just delivering to other people. Here you go. Here's a platter. It's my crotch. No, the last house I owned when I was redoing the porch, the deck outside, the guy that delivered the wood, I was like, oh, he's
Someone deliver me wood.
He's pretty yummy. Oh, right. I didn't even put, how did I, see, I told you I'm not horny right now.
Right.
So delivers the wood and he's like, oh, it's, just me putting this stuff down, whatever. Can I put it here? About whatever. Yes. And I was like, no, I'll help you out. Don't worry about it. I was home from work or something. I don't know. Maybe I worked from home. I don't remember. So long ago. And
Were you waiting for wood to get delivered? Sorry,
maybe,
boss.
maybe
I got a wood appointment.
I got a,
You don't get this deck.
but he was very like charismatic and talkative. And I'm like, usually when people are talkative to me, like professional or like in that kind of a setting, that kind of a situation, I'm just like, dude, just do your job and leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm not here to make friends.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I literally want to check your temperature rectally.
Okay. Without a thermometer.
Right. Think that was implied. He clearly didn't show up with a fever. So but I didn't. It was just a hot idea. And then fucking 2 weeks later, he finds me on Grindr.
Shut up.
Yeah. We never hooked up.
What? How?
He was like, I had a feeling, blah, 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 because he didn't come back out. In fact, without saying too much, he's from this town that we're in right now.
What?
Right. And
Who
I lived
is
in
he?
Worcester at the time. I don't remember. He had a girlfriend. She was okay with him playing. No idea what his name was. He was cute.
His girlfriend wasn't S.
Oh, no. No. He doesn't deliver wood.
But
No,
he's from
he
this
catches
town.
it.
He was smoking hot? From we didn't know him?
Not smoking hot, but he had a vibe. And I could have shown him a thing or two.
About wood?
Yeah. Like how to split it.
Here's something else you didn't know about your job.
And take a hatchet to your stump. I don't even know what that means. Was there a question?
I was going to say, was there a point? How did she mac on the delivery boy?
What?
How did she mac on the delivery boy, given that she's a whole 5 years older than him?
Hey, I need to take my clothes off. Do you want to come watch? Consent.
This pizza looks really hot. Can you carry it into my bedroom for me?
That's not consent.
I know, but once I get into the bedroom, then it can be like, well,
I'm the pizza. Why are you carrying that box?
Yeah, like
gotcha.
I'll swap that box for a box.
Oh, yeah. I
cheese
prefer
cheese.
stuffed crust.
Yeah, no shit. Somebody's crust is getting stuffed.
Whatever floats their boats.
Whatever stuffs their crust.
Whatever.
Anyways, I think you had a point about at that age, it's a lot more acceptable to be like.
Wait, which one? At the younger ages?
Yeah.
When you're hormonal?
To be like, all right, listen, do you want to make out or not?
Either way, I mean, like he's probably going to be receptive or he's shy because he's like, I like dick.
I was thinking he was like, this super, like, oh my God, she's so hot. Like, wouldn't even know what to say or do.
Maybe he is. Maybe. But, it's why are you approaching it? Why do you have to approach it in a way that it's like, like off-putting or creepy? You know what I mean? It's like kind of gauge his interest.
Us as females aren't taught to chase the men. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's awkward for us to be like, oh my God, I fucking want this guy, but he's not making the move.
Right.
But he also doesn't seem disinterested.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not moving things along, which is where I kind of like want to step in just in case he is super shy and or waiting for me. So it like becomes this, is he not interested? Because we're taught that, men go after what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And so if he's not going after you, then maybe he's not. Maybe he's just being friendly, polite. He delivers food to people for a job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, it's tougher for women to like, is it too much if I make the first move? Is he not making the first move because he's not interested?
Right.
Because.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be easier to be like, how do you feel about women who make the first move? If you asked him that straight up.
It's like, but
maybe just asking him to hang out one time. Maybe gauge it that way.
Oh, like hey, this order has my number on it.
Yeah, like just be
genius.
You know what I mean? Like why do we have to approach it with like, hey, I want to fuck?
She didn't even say I want to fuck.
I know, but she wants to hook up with him. She was explicit about that.
Yeah.
Like, and she might want more with him after he puts down the magic dick, or she'll want less after he, you know,
go back to delivering pizzas.
if Puff isn't a
you ain't
magic
delivering
dragon.
O's.
Right. Right. Like, you're not stuffing crust. Like, you're totally making bread rise, though. Like, I think what you don't have to be so explicit in that way. Just be like, hey, do you want to hang out sometime? My number is on the order. Or, hey, you come around so often. Why don't you just live here? I mean, that one's extreme, but
you should
what I
know
mean?
my favorite order by
Right.
now.
It's just, or, you know, the only other thing is like accidentally drop your towel, you know, like, oh, I thought I had more time before you got here. I'm so sorry. And then go to sign it for your card and like, you know, drop the towel. Like, you let go of everything and hope that he likes what he sees.
And hope he doesn't crust early.
Yeah. Ew.
I like
That's my
your approach.
response.
I like it. I like it.
Sans
Something
crust.
a little less.
Please hold the crust.
Dear delivery crush, given how you phrased the first 2 paragraphs of your question, I was expecting your age gap to be 50 years,
Thank
not
you.
5. There are plenty of pornos out there where an older woman seduces a delivery man, but I wouldn't recommend answering the door in a bathrobe and accidentally exposing one of your breasts. Damn, Biff.
Yeah, I meant drop the whole robe.
Your
Not just
first
a
order
breast.
of business is confirming he is, in fact, an adult. You say he's about 19, but let's make sure. Besides, it's unlikely he'd be able to hang out right then and there. He's still on the clock and probably has another food delivery in his car or needs to return to the restaurant to pick up the next order. The best next step in your flirtatious process is to write your number on a piece of paper before he comes over.
Oh.
When he does, you can ask him how old he is. Do it in a cute, casual way, not a show me your ID way.
So are you old enough to deliver this order? Are you of legal
deliver
age
alcohol?
to stuff crust?
To stuff my crust? If it turns out he's younger than you thought, you can steer the conversation elsewhere. Oh, cool. When I was 17, I had a job babysitting toddlers. Food delivery.
My favorite subject was
fun.
math.
If he is of legal age, go for it. As you take the delivery from him, look him in the eyes, smile, and say, by the way, here's my number. I'd love it if you text me sometime. That's all you have to do. Simple, brief, effective, and makes your sexual desire well known. Because no one gives their delivery man their phone number unless they want to hook up.
That's valid.
It's better to go the paper route instead of asking him to plug your number into his phone. It'll keep the interaction quicker and doesn't put him on the spot to answer the question. Can I give you my phone number? He now has it and can decide whether or not to text you later. If he doesn't text you, you have your answer.
You're never ordering from
and
that
maybe
restaurant
don't order
again.
delivery from that restaurant for a bit. For your sake, I hope they don't have the best chilaquiles in town.
Oh, we're getting Mexican now.
If he does text you, it's a pretty clear indicator he'd be down to hook up because, again, that is the only reason you two could be texting. So after a bit of back and forth, you should feel empowered to message him. Maybe one night after your shift this week, you'd like to come over and watch a movie.
Or stuff my chilaquile.
At your place, make goo-goo eyes at each other, lean in, and start smooching. Honestly, if you two end up dating, this would be the most adorable meet cute. So I'm crossing my fingers and toes for you.
I'm curling my toes for you. I'm just saying. Although
I'm just eating my pizza.
I'm over here eating
without
pizza.
a stuffed crust.
Well, you're getting your fucking chilaquiles stuffed. Sure. Yeah.
I'm just over here Googling chilaquile. Because what the fuck is that?
Please Google chilaquiles. Yeah, it's a good answer. I think it went a little far with the step by step. You know, like,
Yeah. But I think he was trying to stay age
yeah.
aware.
Yeah. Well, he should have stayed away from saying like paper route.
Nobody did paper routes at that age.
Nope. That's all I got for that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
This wine is not funny.
No.
My girlfriend refuses to have sex on her period. That rules out like 50% of the month.
50%? Wait.
I hope this is from a man.
Is your girlfriend weird? Well, I'm sorry, not weird. That was super insensitive
Does she
because there
have
are people who have
health
like,
issues?
Yeah, actually, I know somebody in my family who has
That's like 50% of the month. Oh, it's kind of funny. Dear Sexplain It. My girlfriend is terrified of bleeding during sex, so she never wants to have sex in the week leading up to and during her period.
Oh, that's why it's 50%.
That rules out like 50% of the month.
Word.
Is there anything I can say to let her know I don't care if she bleeds on me or my sheets, or is that violating her boundaries? Bloodlust.
I mean, I get my oil change every 3,000 miles. I check my oil every 3. I'm just giving him words to say. I check my fluids.
Is that what he's going to tell his girlfriend to reassure her? Okay, don't listen to...
She's not a Ferrari?
As a fellow bleeding female, please do not use car speech to try to comfort your girlfriend.
You know what? I totally agree, because as a fellow non-bleeding female, I think that...
You also don't give a fuck about cars.
I don't give a fuck about cars.
Are you trying to comfort me with your oil changes?
I'm literally trying to think of like how I pictured myself as a straight person back in high school, and all of my fucking MySpace HTML was like these nice cars.
Really? Because you're like, I'm a man. I ain't gay. I like
drive
cars.
This. And now I'm on fucking scooters.
Why did I never notice a car on your MySpace?
Because I was number 5 on your top 8.
That's
so
bullshit. You were top 4.
The fucking way I was not. I didn't fucking smoke weed back then or now. I just
shit.
Never mind.
I'm dying.
No, I was totally kidding with that. Obviously.
Hopefully.
Or cancel this podcast. I'm sorry. The question one more time was,
is there anything I can say to let her know I don't care? Or is that violating her boundaries?
I think you can let her know as much as you want that you don't care, but she needs to feel comfortable with it. And you need to accept that. That is her decision. And what else are you going to do with that? Although I do understand the perspective where it's like you've got this situation where you're like super frustrated to the point where you're like, my relationship status is in question because this is super important. Our sex life and it's
revolves around her.
Yes, we can't be spontaneous.
Cycle.
We can't. Yeah. So I understand that, and that's kind of, you don't really have a choice there. You've got to live within her boundaries there. Just like if you bled from your penis.
Please go get checked.
And we know that it would, if men got their periods, it would be an absolute fucking shit show.
It would be.
I think I'm the only man I know that's just like, if I'm sick, leave me alone. I'll take care of me.
Yeah.
Imagine if a straight man, we even gay men.
That. We can't imagine
no,
that.
We shouldn't.
I think that's.
But you know what? They would make laws in favor of men getting abortions.
Oh, yeah.
But let me not get political about this.
Please. We don't have time.
Oh my God, I just got so mad, and I only have myself to fucking blame. Like,
true.
What the fuck? But yes, I think you can tell her that, like, this doesn't bother me. Be truthful about your feelings, be very sensitive to what she has, but she's making that decision at the end of the day. And you have to be okay with it. Or if you can't, if sex is that spontaneity or being able to have sex 50% more
Right.
is that important to you, then you're going to have to find somebody who wants to do that.
As in me, or now I take over? Both.
Which shoe fits better? I think they're the same size.
Uh,
Sorry, Pop.
yeah, so I don't know many.
Cis straight
Let me
men.
just say, I know more guys who are unwilling to have sex with their girlfriend while she's on her period
Mhm.
than women are
Yeah.
unwilling to have sex on their periods. Matter of fact, I think my closest circle, we kind of all welcome it.
Yeah. Earn your Red Wings or die.
Yeah.
Right. Or fall, plummet 50,000 feet.
For 50% of every month. So I guess I'm not. I have guesses and assumptions why his girlfriend feels the way she feels. Things are, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why she feels the way she feels.
Yeah. I feel
Other
like that's
than feeling
irrelevant.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
And I think it's just that's something that just takes a lot of time.
What do you mean takes a lot of time?
To like, if I'm so embarrassed about, oh my God, I could never have sex on my period.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take me a long time and a lot of, okay, we've been together for 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I'll have sex to.
Oh, to get there. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm almost like curious if it happened while she was starting and she didn't know, like she went early and you know what I mean?
Well, that's why he said she won't even the first week.
Well, that's
week
why I'm
leading
saying
up
like
to and the week during.
that's why I'm saying like let's say she's under some like abnormal stress and it happens when it's off her radar and she's like, oh, it's not a big deal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
especially if he handled it like fucking A, that was great.
Right? Just like, shit, yeah. I got my Boy Scout badge.
Literally.
Yeah. What is wrong with me?
I don't know. It's perfect.
Thank you. But like maybe that's what it's gonna take. But until then, you really don't have a choice.
I think the reassurance is helpful. The
I agree.
The consistent like, babe, you could bleed all over me and I'm
Right.
not going to care.
And I'm literally gonna stay hard.
Like
as a rock.
And
we're gonna look like a fucking raspberry Danish.
I'll lick us clean.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
We're so gross.
Yeah.
And hot.
Why do you think my circle we are not opposed to period sex?
We're so hot.
Matter of fact, we stay away from the men. We stay away from period
That's
sex.
not a man.
Because if you can walk through mud, you can fuck through blood. Okay? Just a little.
Hey, that works for gays too. Because where you walk through mud is where you're gonna fucking find blood.
Right.
Enough of my faggotry for now.
Right. Fima's perspective.
Go.
No, I don't think you are crossing boundaries by reassuring her.
Agreed.
That you're, please do bleed all over me. Like, for the love of God, please do. Mm-hmm. You know?
Do you think it's more likely that she wants to, but it's just too embarrassed to experience that?
I don't know. I really have no idea. I think there's definitely a good 1 or 2 days where if it's like somebody that I'm maybe just dating versus like, oh, we've been banging for 2-3 years. I'm like, okay, there's probably 2 days that I'm not going to have sex on my period because that's like a lot. But for like the rest of it, I don't, or even like my period's due any moment now. And definitely like, especially if my period's due in 2 days and I have sex today, there's great chance it's coming during sex.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like,
I don't know. I went through menopause like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. That's a lie. You started your period today.
I know. I need a pad and a fucking tampon. I stole that. I can't take credit for that joke.
So, yeah, I don't know because the rest of it, it's not like it's this big, terrifying, gross, disgusting thing. So I'm not sure.
I mean, look at me. I'm gay. Even I've had sex with a girl on her period.
Way to kick a man while he's down.
Oh, right. It's the other way around. Well, I'm proud to fucking raise my freak flag. Also, I don't really remember much of it, so that's how much prouder I am. Shit. I just took his balls.
He's going to hang his head in shame. Even
Just
this
tie
fucking
yourself
gay
by the
guy
balls.
banged his
I
chick.
know. I'm so sorry.
And I've been in a relationship with this chick for however long.
Thinking before we speak is how we make it through the week. Thinking before we speak is how we make it through the week.
Who made that rule?
Me, right now.
Well, it's bad.
I've never actually heard that in my entire
funny.
life.
I can't co-sign it, but it's funny.
Thank you. Thank you for being my best friend. That means you understand me. Okay. But yes, there is no rule, no boundary. Like, reassure her. Like, you can do that as much as you want. You're not breaking any rules or crossing any.
I just can't stop thinking about Matthew.
Oh my God. Why? Oh my God. How did I forget? Sir Matthew Michael?
Sir Matthew Michael.
Oh my God. We haven't talked about him in a while. How's he doing? I need some more money shot photos.
Please.
Go
Same.
Go on.
He would not even like kiss me if he knew I was on my period.
I know, he thought you'd get pregnant by this, like, the wind, like a breeze, a glance in your direction.
Him. No.
No,
he,
not pregnant. Sorry.
I was going to say he was the opposite. He thought he could not get pregnant if I just peed it out after.
Right. Right. No, he was just grossed out.
Yeah. He just, even to say the word period, he'd like, all right, really? Do we really? You know? And like, if he'd be like trying to rub my leg on it, I'm like, oh, like, please do. And you're going to grab a handful of pad. He'd fucking die, like, fall over. And I told him, I was like, all right, well, one of these days I'm going to get you.
Did you tell him, like, nothing makes me hornier?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He wouldn't even touch me. So one
Uh-oh.
it was actually after we had broken up, but we were still hooking up. And he came, he drove an hour. Yeah, just to come hook up, and I was on my period and I didn't tell him.
Mm-hmm.
And we had sex.
He didn't notice?
No. And so he goes to the bathroom after, and I'm just waiting. I'm laying in bed with my towel, just waiting. And he flies back into the bedroom, like holding himself with a towel. And he's like, are you okay? Is everything okay? And I'm trying to keep a straight face. And I'm like, yeah.
Were you trying to fuck with him?
Like, why? And he's like, are you bleeding? And he like moved the towel so he like looked down, and then he like put the towel back, and he's like,
I just saw him move the towel.
Yeah.
Damn.
And he was like,
that ceiling fan would be great right now, Beth.
Like, I made you bleed. Are you okay? And I just
made you bleed.
Yeah. And
I made you. Did he think his dick was that powerful?
Oh, he should.
Yes,
but also, he's Matthew.
Oh my God.
And I couldn't continue to keep a straight face. And it took him a second to realize why I was laughing so hard.
Hopefully, he's gotten past that by now.
I feel like he hasn't, because he still dies when I bring the story up.
God. And hopefully he's over the fact that you and I have a thing going.
Oh, that he's way
I drool
past.
over him.
That he's way past.
Oh. Well,
so yeah, it's just, I guess everyone's not really preference, but like either you're okay with it or you're not.
Right. And you'll never know until you actually cross that boundary, I think. But like consensually, in a way. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
oh, so not what I did to Matthew.
Right. Right. What you did, actually. It's something.
I'm sure it is.
It's something. Maybe it's deception. And I don't think you can go to court for that. You're good. But in this case, like, yeah, you can express as much as you want where you are on the subject, but ultimately you have to respect where she's at. That's all I have to say about it. And then what happens after that is really up to the both of you. And that wine that Biff chugged.
Good God. Don't
Yeah,
buy her
well,
this
he's
wine
not that
if you're
good.
trying to loosen her up. Shall we?
Yes.
Dear Bloodlust, it's worth asking what specifically terrifies her about period sex.
I'm sorry. Bloodlust? I didn't catch that the first round.
Oh, you
That's
know?
fucking great.
Oh.
That's hilarious. All right, keep going.
In case there's an easy fix you haven't thought of yet. For example, if being on her period makes her feel unclean down there, maybe she'd be open to having sex in the shower. FYI, there's nothing actually unclean about being on your period, but alas, it's how some people feel. Some people don't want to have sex on their period. They're worried about their partner being grossed out. I can tell you how many women have told me about past partners shaming them for bleeding or freaking out in some other insensitive way. Given how badly your girlfriend wants to avoid bleeding during sex, to the point she won't even have it a week before her period starts, I'm wondering if she's had a negative interaction in the past with a partner regarding period sex. Make sure she knows you don't remotely care if she bleeds during sex. Maybe you're even turned on by it. And you're totally game to put down a towel and go for it. That's all you can do. And you have to respect whatever answer she gives you. You're not violating her boundaries by asking why she's terrified of period sex or letting her know you're open to it. However, you are in the wrong if you push her even after she says no. You never want to push your partner into doing something sexual that makes them feel uncomfortable. If they don't want to do something, you need to respect that always.
Zach is a snatch.
If your answer and my answer had period sex,
they'd be a dude.
It'd be that answer.
Yeah, but that's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfectly put. And we're just civilians here. You're in training, but I'm a civilian.
In training?
Yeah, to be, psychologically minded and yeah. Not about your period. You're beyond training. You're beyond repair.
I didn't say you motherfuckers only exist because of me. Okay?
Fucking man. You know what? I'm gonna cheers to that.
Oh, thanks.
Especially because of the political climate.
Yes.
Those are good questions, Beth. Good job.
Oh yes, thank you. And
Anytime.
Zach. Yeah, that was nowhere on our list.
Is it new? I was wondering.
Men's health.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Going to men's health is like, I feel like that's a toss up. Either we're going to get total misogyny or.
I was going to say, I was super curious.
Right.
I was nervous about, I can't really give you much information on being a man or having men's health.
Oh, on your part.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was like, this could be interesting.
I would have loved to hear your thought on prostate health next time.
I kind of would have also, because
you're like, bang my prostate.
Isn't that what makes you ejaculate?
I'm sorry, Mom. Based on past experience, it has the potential to do so without touching a fucking thing.
That's what I was, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just confirming what.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought I've heard your statement as a question.
Well, it was more like that's just all us women know about it.
Well, then you know enough.
Is that it's like the ejector button.
Yes, it's the walnut 3 inches in the anus that ejects. Please be kind and rewind.
Why is that? Yeah, it works, but it shouldn't.
Just like a walnut in the anus. We gotta go. You're gonna pick up your kid. Thank you for following us along this tragic journey. We're just getting better at this, I feel like.
Yeah.
With age comes wisdom.
It sure does.
And the wisdom not to come. Why? Why am I still talking?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about walnuts and rewinding.
We're going to go make banana bread.
Without the walnuts.
You're beautiful. You're wonderful. Everything about you makes me question our friendship.
touch his walnut if you want to.
And fuck him by the blood type. And thank you for listening.
You've been ill-advised.
Have they? I'll cheers you with that. Yeah.
That's not what I was expecting.
Ill-Advised is hosted and produced by Stephanie and Ray.
AKA your Biffs.
Send us your questions, your comments, all of your concerns.
And your drink recommendations.
To illadvisedthepodcast@gmail.com. You can catch up on all of our episodes and our show notes at illadvisedthepodcast.com.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at illadvisedthepodcast. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe
on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen.
You've been ill-advised.